Jamaica once again condemns the heinous October 7, 2023 attack on Israel and is deeply horrified by the devastating humanitarian consequences of the counteroffensive in the Palestinian territories.
The United States of America warns Jamaica to step up their fight as it relates to human trafficking. Blessings, ABR family and viewers. Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl, Isabel Rose. And in this one, the United States of America warns Jamaica to step up their fight as it relates to human trafficking, as well as the People's National Party condemns this current administration over their silence on Palestine genocide at the 80th annual meeting of the United Nations. Please stay tuned for the details at hand. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Now, in this first segment, the big bosses have spoken, and they're lending out a big warning to Jamaica at this time. The U.S. wants Jamaica to step up their fight against human trafficking. Jamaica continues to maintain a Tier 2 ranking. So, coming from an article from the Gleaner, the United States wants Jamaica to improve its efforts against human trafficking, arguing that the country continues to fall short in critical areas such as adequate funding for victim protection services. The U.S. Department of State, in its 2025 Trafficking in Persons report on Jamaica, continues to classify the country as Tier 2, which means that although Jamaica does not fully meet the minimum standards for the elimination of trafficking, it is making significant efforts to do so. So Anju Oates don't need any opposition to hold them to account, but Anju Oates needs America. What a thingy. So he will definitely move towards this, and look out for America to be signing over some massive check, because that's the only way Anju can make moves when big money are in the picture. But ABR family and viewers, what says you all as it relates to America basically telling Jamaica to step up their game? We seen a few days ago, many critics are hitting out against this current administration for their absent as it relates to, voting to have the Palestinian president speak remotely, speak over, media technology, due to the fact that they were denied, visa to go to the America at the, 80th annual meeting for the United Nations. And many other countries, some 140 countries, basically, voted for same. But Jamaica was absent. And so we're seeing the opposition spokesperson on foreign affairs, Senator Donna Scott Mottley, condemning such a move by Jamaica. As much as though they want to come and spin and to find excuses as to why they were absent, the People's National Party condemns same, said it doesn't look good. Jamaica was always bold in their actions, bold in their speeches. We didn't get that from Anju Oates at the 80th annual meeting for the United Nations. And so I'm going to let you hear from her, and then I will play at least a 4 minutes footage of Anju Oates speaking about funding him a talk about, and what he basically state as it relates to the whole fighting between the Palestinians and Israel. Him say he condemns the attack on Israel. No regard there so for the Palestinians. So, as I stated before, and I will continue to say, the people have seen the side that he has taken right there and then.
Jamaica has always been respected internationally for standing firmly on matters of justice and human rights. To be absent from the vote and to remain seated while others registered protest is a clear departure from that proud tradition. Our silence sends a wrong signal to the international community and to the Palestinian people who continue to suffer. The government's passivity weakens Jamaica's moral voice and undermines our legacy of courage. The People's National Party reaffirms our commitment to a foreign policy guided by justice, human dignity, and respect for international law.
And we are on track to achieve our renewable energy target of 50% by 2030. However, our efforts and those of other SIDS are severely constrained by the lack of predictable access to financing. The promise of $100 billion annually remains unfulfilled. The Loss and Damage Fund, established at COP28, was historic, yet its initial capitalization of $800 million is grossly inadequate. Developed countries must honor their commitments and scale up climate finance, recognizing that adaptation is a necessity for the survival of small island developing states. The global financing system remains fundamentally flawed. It penalizes reforming economies like Jamaica with high borrowing costs while ignoring our vulnerabilities. Through sacrifice, discipline, and sound management, Jamaica has reduced its debt to GDP ratio from 144% to now 62%. Yet we remain locked out of concessional financing because of outdated metrics based solely on per capita income. Jamaica supports the application of the Multidimensional Vulnerability Index that more accurately assesses countries' development needs and their eligibility for concessional financing. Jamaica also strongly supports innovative financing mechanisms, including debt for climate swaps, debt for nature swaps, and blended finance instruments that can unlock private sector investments in sustainable development projects while reducing debt burdens. We welcome initiatives such as the IMF's Resilience and Sustainability Trust and call for its expansion to support more countries in building climate resilience. Madam President, multilateralism must deliver fairness for all countries to believe that constructive dialogue and engagement offers the best path forward for all countries. That is the case, Madam President, for the people of Cuba, so that they may be able to fully participate in the global economy. We encourage continued domestic reform in Cuba and greater integration into international systems supported by policies that enable progress rather than isolation. Madam President, Jamaica once again condemns the heinous October 7, 2023 attack on Israel and is deeply horrified by the devastating humanitarian consequences of the counteroffensive in the Palestinian territories. A just and peaceful resolution to the conflict is only possible through diplomacy and dialogue. We continue to support United Nations Security Council Resolution 242 and support the call for a ceasefire agreement that includes the release of all remaining hostages and definitively ending the protracted war and human suffering.
So it is no secret that he didn't touch even on the matter of corruption as it relates to Jamaica, when we have 10 of them currently in our parliament who is under probe for illicit enrichment. But yet still, we're seeing them coming out interdicting a Dr. R.J. Dixon for running in a general election as a civil servant. What can really go so? Jamaica accepts corruption even at the highest level. ABR family and viewers, go ahead. Drop your comments in the comment section. Let me say based on everything that was said in this video. Jamaica is being warned to step up their game as it relates to trafficking. They must be warned to step up their game as it relates to corruption. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. On the road to 50K, help me to get there. Get this video to at least 10,000 likes. Please stay tuned for more videos. Stay tuned for more updates. Big up on yourself. Happy Tuesday.